and the poor have the gospel preached to them. Go tell them what you see me doing. That's the kingdom of God. Jesus came to do what? To transform the lives of people. That's the kingdom. That's what he told Nicodemus. I came to make you anew. I came to bring you as though you were born again. I came to make you fit for the kingdom of God. Jesus was the master kingdom builder. And he told us to go do what? Preach the kingdom of God. Amen. We are to go and preach healing to people. Encouragement to people. Share the love of God with people. Every opportunity we get. But we seem to think it's about the building. That's not what Jesus said. You never read where he said go build a building. Well, he said, I'll build my church. Well, you're wrong. The word that Jesus used is the Greek word ecclesia. The word ecclesia, ek, means out. In our language, it means out. Ecclesia comes from the Greek root word kaleo, meaning called. So we are a called out people. That's what he was talking about. A called out people for a purpose. That was the purpose of the synagogue. The synagogue was the place where people were called out to come, that they might be about the public business. And with that picture in mind that Jesus uses the word church. But we've reduced it in 2017 to brick and mortar. God never showed me a building. He showed me people. He said the harvest is plenteous. Go. And as you go, build the kingdom. Yes, sir. And if you are faithful to what I've called you to do, I am a rewarder of those who diligently seek me. All right. Hurts my feeling when people come to me and think I'm all about a building. If that was the case, I would never join Mount Olive when we had that raggedy building. If I was interested in a building, I was going to churches that had nice buildings, steeples, pipe organ music, a Mercedes in every parking space. Huh? But I came here where people are still walking, riding horses. Picking up the news. Yeah, right. It's not, can everybody just get that in their head? It's not about a building.
Yes, sir.
And to prove to you that it's not about a building, if you don't have a heart to give, don't give. I'm just telling you in plain English. Because Moses told them, whosoever has a heart that is willing to give, tell them to give, because God loves. So I tell people who don't want to do it, don't do it, because God wants you to be happy also. And that way you can be happy and saying, I never put anything in that building. You can say that.
Mercy, Lord. Mercy, Lord.
Wow. People got it mixed up. God is not about your wallets. Jesus Christ was the master builder, and he's calling us as his disciples to be imitators of him, to be a kingdom builder, nothing more, nothing less. He took simple fishermen and he called them to build a kingdom. He said, use the skills of fishing for fish to go and fish for men. He said, I want you to go and share the gospel. I want you to do what God has given you. And whatever God has done for you, share it. Share it with somebody. And we will move forward when we can admit to ourselves that we have been called to be kingdom builders. Then we will be transformed. All right. Then we will be transformed. When you stop seeing yourself in terms of how the world is defining you and see yourself as a kingdom builder, then your life is going to transform in that moment. Your priorities are going to change from that of the world, and you're going to be looking to God to guide you. When we pattern our lives after Jesus Christ, then we too will work toward building the kingdom. We will fish for people. Brother AJ, and not things anymore.
Amen.
Every thought we have is about the kingdom of God. The call we receive is a commissioning call. And we are commissioned to tell the story, to share the love of God. So the only question that sits out there is, are you a kingdom builder?
All right, sir.
That's it. You need to go home and just look in the mirror and ask yourself, am I a kingdom builder? And if not, why not? If not, then what are you going to do about it? See, I don't need people to chase me down about toilets and what color paint to put on the wall, whether to have tile or carpet. I want to talk about the souls of people. You come tell me about people whose hearts are broken. Because the one thing I understand is what Paul wrote in 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 9. We are laborers together with God.
Yes, sir.
God is calling Mount Olive to be kingdom builders. And for your labor, he'll give you a building. That was a testimony you heard this morning. How an anonymous donor gave that particular church $4 million. Because God said it's not about... See, when we are faithful to God, then you can't beat God's giving. Now, I'm not sitting here praying for no $4 million donor. Because if you are, then you've missed the sermon. Jesus said, pray to the Lord of the harvest, that he will send forth more laborers. You should be praying for more kingdom builders. Because everybody who calls on the name of the Lord is not about kingdom building. And you want people, come on brother, to be about building kingdom. It's about people. It's about people. Everybody understand? It's about people. It's not about the building on Meneville Road, but the building on Meneville Road serves as a testimony to what God can and will do to those that are faithful to him. Wouldn't that be something if God told you that's enough? Don't bring no more. Wouldn't that be incredible?
Yes, sir.
Wouldn't that be incredible? You could campaign unlimited. Wouldn't that be something? Because that's a hard thing, right? When you're running for an office, is campaign financing. Wouldn't it be something if you said, that's enough? It'd truly be a miracle. It's amazing what God's people can do when they are willing. That's why the Bible takes the handle and puts it in our hand. And he said, whosoever. Because God says, I'm putting it out here for you. What you do with it's up to you. The people are there. People are there. People are struggling. In this present day and age, people are struggling. And the church needs to be found where people are. If they're struggling, we're supposed to be right out there being what? A helping hand. That's what we're supposed to be. That's building the kingdom. Well, Pastor, I don't know the Bible, but you know how to extend your hands. Don't you know how to do that? When you extend your hands to help a brother up, you have just shared all the gospel that Jesus has intended for you to share.
All right.
Instead of looking down on somebody, you're doing what? Picking them up. Instead of complaining about them on the corners begging for money, you won't stop a man from begging? Put some money in his hand. That's how it works. Put some money in his hand if that's what it takes. But I like what Peter and John did one day. They stopped one day and they said, silver and gold. And y'all know the story. So you see, it isn't always about the silver and the gold. But such as they had. And what did they have? The word of salvation in their mouth. That's what they had. And they spoke life into the man. That's what they did. And that hasn't changed. That has not changed. We can speak life into so many lives. I tell people, contrary to what you think, because I know we're busy people. Do you know that school buses stop at the woods? Did you know that? Because we have children who are homeless living in the woods. In Prince William County.
Yes, sir.
In Prince William County. One of the wealthiest counties in the country. School buses pick up children out of the woods. And we pretend it doesn't exist. We pretend homelessness doesn't exist. And you know, it really bothers me because I'm a retired soldier, and it bothers me when I see a veteran in the woods homeless. Because that ain't right. They can fight for your freedom, but they aren't worthy of a dollar. And I realize many of them may be mentally challenged now, but they weren't so mentally challenged when they went to Iraq. They went to Afghanistan. They weren't so mentally challenged then. So we got to learn as a church to start having a heart. I'm talking about building the kingdom. So I'm not talking about building a building. I'm talking about building the kingdom. That was the message of Jesus Christ. And when we take that message to heart, meaning when we start to care about people, not because of what happened. I don't care how a person became homeless. Who cares? Brother, I'm hungry. You don't know how I became hungry? I didn't eat today. There you have it. You don't need to know what happened in order to meet the need. Jesus just stepped into the lives of people. Stand with me. We got to go home. God is so good. I bless God for you. Called to be kingdom builders. It ain't about a building, but it's all about God. A God who has a will and a God who has a way. And God is asking us to step into what He has commanded for this church. I don't know about nobody else, but the Mount Olive God has called us to step into this thing. Whosoever be willing, He said, if he has a heart, let him bring it. Let him bring it. So, as my wife said last night, when this opens, the hands become generous. It's the mind we have to unlock. It ain't the hands. Because if I can unlock the mind, the hands will open. God is good. God is good. I bless God. You know why? Because I have not always been saved. Amen, somebody. I'm always glad to hear that. I have not always been saved. I accepted the Lord when I was 32 years old. Amen, somebody. I was in the army, had been in for 8 years. I was a captain and minding my business when I met the Lord. God is good. And God called me out of darkness into the marvelous light of His truth. And I thank God that one day He reached out to me. Amen. And I bless God for what Jesus Christ has done in my life. And I'm always proud to share that with anybody, everybody, in any place God allows me to share it. I don't have to tell you about Peter, Paul, James, and boys. I got a story in Norwood. I have a story of how good God is because He's put all of you in my life. Amen. And you now become my example. I watch you and how good God is to you. And so today, if you're here, let me tell you, it doesn't matter how old you are. Amen. My hair's gray. Well, some of what's left. What little bit is left is gray. Amen. I'm telling you, it's never too late. So if you're here today, and you will confess with your mouth the Lord Jesus, believing that God has raised Him from the dead, He said, thou shalt be saved. For with the heart man believeth unto righteousness, and with the mouth confession is made unto salvation. So if you're here today, and it's your desire, it's God's will, to be saved, then why don't you come? Why don't you come and give God your heart?